abusia ya makwaba sonko so eba POG Media ene yere mekọ highway ne so highway ne de ensem bebre wo so ayen so ya je pene se ebe me abedwafo no ahu de ekọ ene de eba na den na ekọ so ewo highway ne so eye Zenetor Rawlings wa ginedin papa ewo Temale abonten so a NDC 2024 campaign launcher ekọ so no wa ginedin Zenetor Rawlings eye obi a je se eye ex president a sebi wanya ne ba bi ko eye Jerry John Rawlings ne baba masa ma me ne kasa hu say yes ne papa ani JJ Rawlings ampa o kan corruptions won sem corruptions a ekoso e wo Ghana asa Akuffo Addo ne government no masa wa condemn omo nyina a o che say omo de omo ba power omo assure Ghana ni bia say corruptions no a Akuffo Addo na ban no omo aba be ye no omo deal with them a enye asem keto akwa ebusia mom yankọ kweti nsema Zenetor Rawlings e de etu na answer na ebekọ no o ensem kan bi afa hye your comment section like share ma afoforo so answer into me enka bi medamase
Zenetor.
President John Dramani Mahama, once a president, always a president. And the flag bearer of the NDC, permit me to stand on existing protocols for brevity's sake. Choboy! Choboy! NDC, MFA.
Mia.
Very good, very good. Do you know that the biggest threat to our democracy is corruption? It is not what we are seeing happening around us in the country. Corruption. And this is corruption that has been presided over by this government, this NPP government. But today, what we have to do is to promise one another and to promise John Mahama that we will set the bar high when it comes to zero tolerance with respect to corruption. Fellow comrades, the reality we are faced with today is that our politics has become so monetized that these people believe that everybody can be bought at a price. And we have to prove them wrong. We have to tell them enough is enough. The money that they received from the World Bank for the re-engineering of the Garrett project that they squandered and people are now sharing, that money is not going to make a change to the lives of Ghanaians. That money is not going to improve the economy. The pillars of good governance include transparency, accountability, probity, integrity. But all of these starts with us. When we come to power, we must uphold those principles and guard them dearly if we are to protect this fourth republic of ours. Choboy, are we going to make sure that we put an end to the blatant corruption that we are seeing in Ghana? Then we must vote for the NDC. Remember that the people of Ghana hold the NDC to a higher standard. And so what it is that people tolerate from these people, they will not tolerate from us. We are at a precipice with the highest level of youth unemployment, with the most polarized society that we have ever seen, with recruitment has been happening on the blind side of Ghanaians. All of this is a form of corruption. And so if we are gathered here today to launch this campaign, it must stand on principles that cannot be bought with money. We do need money, but we will not be bought. We must make sure that come December 7th, no one can come to any of our agents and offer them money to betray the people of Ghana. Choboy! Are we going to protect the ballot box for the people of Ghana? Are we going to wait till the announcement of the election result before we go to bed? Each of us has a duty to protect the ballot box. Each of us has a duty to preach the good word of the NDC. All of these are making very, very shaky the foundations that are holding this democracy together. Are we going to protect this fourth republic? Are we going to protect this fourth republic? Then we must do so by protecting the ballot box come December 7th.
Thank you.
Choboy! This is a big fight. We must all be above monetization. Do not allow yourself to be misled by the money that people will bring your way. If they could not do it in 7.5 years, the extra 4 months that we have is not going to change the way they do things. Vote for John Mahama, vote for the NDC, vote for your NDC parliamentary candidate, and let us turn this country around and put this country back on the right track. God bless you all. Thank you.
Family, I am so honored at the welcome that you have given to me, the people of Temale and the entire northern regions. I am your proud daughter. Thank you. Until recently, many of you knew me as the host of Eyewitness News and Metro Television. And so I know that when you saw me on TV speaking for the great NDC, some of you were surprised, but I was surprised at your surprise, because knowing me, you know that I have a passion for accountability and justice. This is why I am today speaking for the NDC. You see, character is everything in leadership. Today our nation is in crisis. Our nation is at the crossroads because of the deep mismanagement and recklessness of the new patriotic party under the leadership of Nana Akuffo Addo, Bawumia and Napo. Today they tell us that we should let them break the 8. Will we let them break the 8? I was heartbroken as a breastfeeding mother when I took my little girl to the clinic and I was told then that there was shortage of vaccines. This was the same time that our president, the vanguard of democracy, was busily flying luxurious private jets across the length and breadth of this world, spraying us with bath water and telling us to tighten our belts. Is this a leader we should trust? Is this a government that cares for the people? Don't think so. I felt sad and I even cried when I learned later on that 17 helpless Ghanaians lost their lives. They died because the renal unit at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital had been closed down because of government's indebtedness to it. At the same time, over $2 million had been allocated to the office of the presidency. Exactly what are they doing in that office? You know what? Should we remind them? Should we remind them? Should we remind them that today more than ever Ghanaians are suffering in unprecedented levels? Should we remind them that we see grand corruption of monumental proportions and nepotism? Should we remind them? Should we remind them that we will remember their extreme arrogance of office and power come December 7? Should we remind them? Turn to your neighbor. At this point, I said, turn to your neighbor and say, hey, NPP. Hey, NPP. Saman Nole. Say APP. Yeah, yella, oh. Say MPP. Obe Subain. To remain silent, fellow comrades, fair-minded Ghanaians, is not an option. To remain silent at the time where our nation is being demolished is not an option. To be neutral today is not an option. It's not what? It is time for the CSOs, the faith-based organizations, the media, especially my media colleagues. We have experienced the NPP in opposition. We have experienced the NPP in power. We have experienced the NDC in opposition. We have experienced the NDC in power. We know their true colors. We know the people who have character. We know the people who have humanity. We know the people who have feelings for the people. We know them. And we know that it is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the incoming first female Vice President of the Republic, Her Excellency Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman. Finally, the NPP has broken this country and brought this country to its knees. Today tells us that they want to break the 8. No, NPP. The NDC will break the 8 years of your mismanagement and the 8 years of your state capture. It is a promise. This is why my colleagues in the media CSO, I stand here today to campaign for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the just Democrat man of the people, because he has led this country before. No, I am not saying that all was rosy in the time of His Excellency JM. I am not saying that there weren't challenges, but I am saying, as you know, that things certainly weren't as bad as they are today by a long shot, not even close. Under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we saw the real transformation of our country. Under His Excellency JDM, we saw tolerance to press freedom. Today, Ghana can boast of the best airport in West Africa, Terminal 3, because of John Mahama. Today, Ghana can boast arguably of the best hospital, the Legon Medical Center, because of who? John Mahama. Today, Ghana can boast the second largest port, the Temale port in Ghana, the whole West Africa, because of who? John Dramani Mahama. Today, Ghana can boast of the Atuabo gas processing plant, which is saving this nation over 3 of who? Today, even in opposition, His Excellency and Ghana can boast of the incoming first female Vice President, inshallah, because of who? And now this is my call to action. Fair-minded Ghanaians, this is the time to stand and be counted. I am voting for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama because, indeed, he is a nation builder by evidence. Indeed, he is a trusted human being and a leader by evidence. Indeed, he is an honest leader who concedes where there are challenges and not blame Russia, Ukraine for every problem bedecking this government. He is an experienced pair of hands. Together with Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, they will rescue this nation. They will reset this Ghana. They will bring Ghana back on the winning ways. And with your support, with your prayers, with your vote on December 7, 2024, Ghana would be rescued again. Change will happen. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you. Boy, I thank you very much for your kind attention.
banin jel bangsim yaha kana la nye jilmanima katana la mal na chimba banin jela ban bazan la mal bangsim kanye jilmanima anyo de bedwane jishir malba we have the men and we have the women Temale kawula yopuya pam kapae yamangle zungo de nyala tamal katenangdele to amagana zaha into the damfane
farmer. How is he going to do this? That is the question that is running through your minds. He is going to establish a scheme operating feed yourself and industries. You are going to farm to feed yourself. You are going to farm to feed our industries. How are we going to do this? He is going to establish farmer service centers across the region where farm inputs, technology, and what have you been provided. 3 days ago, I got a call from a community, Dakurupe. They want a tractor to come and farm for them. We couldn't get a tractor. I got a call from Bagle. They want a tractor to come and farm for them. They couldn't get a tractor. I got a call from Dolly. They want fertilizer. They couldn't get fertilizer. The person to provide the fertilizer, the person to bring the tractors, the person to ensure that we give a new face to agriculture and make agriculture attractive, sexy, not only for the youth, but everybody in this country. It's His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is going to establish a sustainable irrigation scheme to ensure 27 all year round agriculture. That is why we are saying that those dugouts that you were promised, one village, one dam, that fraudulent project will be written off. His Excellency's administration is going to establish agro-processing industries, and these industries will be encouraged to apply to the 24-hour economy scheme so that they are able to produce day in, day out to create more jobs for the teeming youth of this great nation. And we are showing you that it is only John Dramani Mahama who can do this. Salaganov Bawumia, and you will fail. Waya Bawumia, and you will fail. Wali Bawumia, and you will fail. Ekama Wumpio, Ekama Wumpe, Beka Urin, Beta, Bigisan Kama, Taurin John Dramani Mahama, Cabre Chana, Ayan Nasi Endi Sabikala, Ayakami Endi Sabipani, Esobet Maswan in La, Nimra Bikaurin, Betu Terre, Bikabiere, that's a Kamanauto. Ama nkana sikalana nkan fere anyi ba buntu sunnarke ayan so amu kana nta mutu karun jonda man bento inshallah amalin sai urbore munani bele adaga akaji kamana nkan pa bar lar su karanya nguro ne karun jonda man mama ala ma tari kabina so joboy e ta kalo mba kadwo ben tambana kale kadwo atlanta fertilizer chankama biasa kama watuda nebejin tawuru biasa ebamba kusoba kabi irrigation nebejin tamun chito ndobi jibekado amso kulbe
thank you
kapanya kita bezinalla nyato kibia ese kawrunyi John Dramani Mahama mechura kamana miyasan kusum Asan Kusum, the member of parliament for Boala Bamboy constituency has assured us of 7/7 in the Savannah region. He says the Mango constituency is coming back to the hands of the NDC. He says Salaga North is coming back to the hands of the NDC. He says that Aboya Mankargu is coming back to the hands of the NDC. So we came
from the Upper East region with Mahama Yaruga. And at this point, we are taking a break with Honorable Yusuf from the Savannah region. We came through, like I said, from the Upper East region with Mahama Yaruga. And at this point, we are going to take a musical break with Honorable Yusuf Suleimana, who has just spoken on behalf of the entire
abusua we ne ensema ekoso ewo highway ne so eye Zenetor Rawlings na ababetutu eja enye asem ketua kra aha POG Media political trending stories emeki waves bi ayenso ya jepene se yede bebrem medamase